Steak.
So how does this how when we look at this visage? What do we feel? What do we feel it's expressing?
Mm, it seems very open to interpretation to me. Like,
What does your gut tell
uh,
you?
her face tells me that like she's supposed to be a figure far above me. Um, but I don't. Let me try to decide what it is not. What does it mean by it's not possible to live? What does that mean? Why is that an
I
option?
don't know.
It's compassion. I don't know. It's remorse. Again, I don't know. Mourning is similar to that other option. I am not sure. I have no idea
What
how
does
to
your gut
answer
feeling tell
this.
you this expression? When you see this,
I've,
what do you feel?
I feel the same thing when I'm in a Catholic church as a child. It's a figure that is mythological and beyond my kin, as the Scottish say.
Mm. Then I will answer as I think Harry might answer.
That's the best way to go.
It's remorse.
As that useless word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder.
Do the same as you get up.
Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles.
Reconstruct
her
that
distant
glass.
smile, sundered
We're
by
gonna
the
do both
crack
these
in the
checks.
glass.
Let's do
Yeah,
the
we
calculus
are.
first.
A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window.
Okay, so that's what it originally
Before it was
looked
shattered,
like.
there was an older woman beneath the younger one, and a text, a light motif below them both.
What shattered this mosaic?
Unknown. A motor carriage, a gunshot, someone falling into it, or maybe just hooligans looking for something to break.
Who is this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden rights apfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, 30 years, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail.
I don't get warm feelings when I look at that person below.
Neither do I.
She looks like she was not a great sovereign.
I also don't get warm feelings from the name of fucking Dolores Dei, but that might just be me in my Latin kicking in. The motto. What does it say?
Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau. And then along the left side, Après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau. After life, death.
Oh, there we go.
After death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of this isola, the Insulindian, on human thinking. A tremendous sea change akin to finding life after death.
Lieutenant, this used to say after life, death, after...
Death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
Why?
It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing.
What's the RCM's motto now?
Justice, union, prudence, and force.
Cool.
Eyes cool.
The mother of humanism towers above you, a wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression.
How did I know this is the mother of humanism?
Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Dei, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived.
So she's the equivalent of Jesus in this world?
She is the latest Jesus. Yes.
No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
What is an innocence?
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit.
A tyrant?
In a way, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built from the ground up to accommodate an authentic rule should it coincide with our time. An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. And innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office.
How do you feel about this, Andre? The idea of this one person who is infallible.
I don't know if you're familiar. There's a concept like this in Catholicism for every pope.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, somebody that's considered to never do anything wrong, I don't really see the
What
fucking
if
point.
you can prove that they're infallible? Like if there is demonstrable proof in the universe that they are infallible, not just like something the Catholic Church says is infallible.
No, right. So I'm saying like they're the the big fucking deal about these people is they're never wrong. Like, okay, like why is that significant?
You don't know why it would be significant that there's a person out there who is always correct at all times?
I mean,
You don't understand how significant that would be if whatever they spoke was always the truth, 100% of the time, without any possibility of being incorrect.
I don't. I mean, like, I don't. I don't see why that's worthy of being on par with Jesus Christ, who, like, according to his mythology, at the very least, was able to do spectacular feats such as raising a person from the dead and feeding an entire congregation of people with 3 loaves of bread and 2 fish, like turning water into wine. Like, that just seems much more worthy of building a giant
What about
glass pane
packing?
to a person.
What about packing centuries of progress into mere decades?
That the way that shit works is that it doesn't matter if you have a million fucking people that will tell you something is correct. The thing that keeps civilization from progressing is the fact that humans do not adapt very quickly because there's always something in the fucking way. So I find this concept of this person that just turns hundreds of years of progress into decades, I just do not find it fitting. in this world as it is. It seems antithetical to
It's
its
also
themes.
apparently a rare event. Like, most people live without innocence in existence. Like, right now, there isn't innocent in existence in this world. The Dolores Dei is a figure of the past.
I also don't believe they're infallible. I don't believe this claim either.
Apparently, in the lore, there are only 6 such individuals.
I mean,
Ever.
can you imagine the fucking ego you could be threatened to have if you were never, ever wrong? Like, how could you develop as a human being? I don't understand what is
I
being
think the
presented
idea
to
is that
me.
at that point, you are above being a human being. You are something other than human. Just
Well,
by existing.
so here's the other thing. The most comparable person we have to this person in history, we could use Jesus as an example. He was perceived as a threat constantly by those in power, despite having these qualities. I don't think it is possible for human civilization to just hand the fucking levers of power over to this supposedly infallible person when there are all these other interests that would definitely try to get in the way of this happening. I mean, this thing is literally happening in real time as I am talking to you. Look at the mayoral race in New York. Zoran Mandani and all the shit he's proposed is unambiguously the right decision to make. And both of the people running against him, they are not in favor of him winning the support. They are not in favor of him winning. They are not in favor of any of the facts he has presented. Like, all throughout history are people saying and clawing things away from the people that stand up and say, no, 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 this is not right. This should be distributed evenly. And then the people in power scraping their nails against the dirt until they can't anymore, holding on to their power. Like, this idea is incredibly foreign and alien to how I understand politics,
And the
society,
world.
and history. So this is insanely alien to me.
I think it's correct. I think that is the intent. Like, this is not meant to be a one-to-one relationship with the universe. This is like a whole different concept that's being introduced. A whole different alternate reality.
I also don't believe that, like, a person like this would not just be, like, handed over the reins of power. Like, okay, this person's never fucking wrong. Great. Here's what we'll do. We'll fucking secure them away. And every time we have to have a negotiation with a nation, we've got a secret fucking weapon that anytime they lie to us, we'll fucking know. Like, this person would not, they would not allow this thing to be known across the world. They would also not allow it to make any decisions. Like,
well, they're not decisions; they're inevitabilities.
The other thing is, like, the other figure this reminds me of is the Emperor of Mankind in the Warhammer 40k lore. Yeah. Do you know what he had to do to unite all of humanity?
I assume the answer is genocide.
It was a lot of fighting and a lot of war, despite him being a supernatural being that was capable of godlike power. He still had to scrape it together with violence.
Like in Magic the Gathering and the Commander decks.
Like, every fucking time there's a story or an example in history, this does. I'm like you've said, that's probably the intention. It's just I find it very strange that this exists in this world.
Is one in office now?
No, we are alone.
When did she rule?
300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi, she is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world.
I also imagine this might be a little easier to swallow if an innocence is discovered when you've discovered that the multiverse exists at the same time. That might be a little easier pill to swallow. Like when you discover there are multiple like regions of space disconnected from your own via the Pale. That might be a bit easier pill to swallow that there is a infallible being attached to that. Rather than if she was just like sprung up out of nowhere.
Did they explicitly say there's a multiverse?
Well, multiverse is incorrect.
Alien?
Like the Pale is what separates like land masses.
Because my understanding was the Pale was like the warp in Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, that is more accurate. It is more accurately like a non-existence between places.
Yeah.
A place that simultaneously exists and does not exist.
So,
What more do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene la Navigateur, Queen of Seren, modern-day Sir Laclay. Also, that she was gorgeous beyond beauty, draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed?
Where is this coming from, Inland Empire?
The past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting. You should keep away. No, you must know.
Okay, what else? Was she smart?
Terribly, women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous.
Okay, so that's like something more supernatural going on here as well. Like, it's not like she is something above human at that point. Like, you're not like this is a person who is above being a person.
You know who else was above being human? Superman. Despite him being kind and loving to people, there are still people in the world of Superman that are like, you know what? This guy constitutes a threat. And they try to take him down. So I'm waiting to hear about how she was assassinated.
It was on her advice that Irene la Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world. The piece of reality you're standing on.
The piece of reality you're standing on.
She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era.
The painful era. That's funny. That's funny. Wow.
Wow, indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest.
That's not normal.
Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Real Belt.
I want more.
As did we all. The lands of the Mesk and the Occident, and even far away Supreme Windy, altogether 21 of the 40 mundial nations of the time, immediately accepted Innocentic rule, even before her crowning.
Her crowning?
In a city called Advesperaskit in Vesper Messina, her homeland, the name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning, with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza with the crowd far away. Already, her Theriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt.
She must have been beautiful.
Oh yes, she looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect mother, insultingly beautiful. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers. You know this well, very well. Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by secret servicemen.
Then what?
One of the men in this secret service killed her.
You know what?
22 years later, a young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Dei was not entirely human, but something else.
What?
Something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves, the man was reported to have screamed at the Innocents. Dolores Dei was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes. This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology.
How do you feel about this now, Andre?
I mean, the man had a valid reason for taking her out.
The idea
But-
that perhaps the Innocents should just let humanity take their course.
No, she seems a bit. Something is so disruptive here that it should not be.
We were supposed to come up with this ourselves. The man was worried to have screamed at the Innocents.
That is literally like a thing Lex Luthor says in like All-Star Superman.
Was there something terrifying about her?
Terrifying
Yeah, her lungs
is a term
glowed.
too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But terrifying, it's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her.
No. There was something bad about her I want to know.
You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Dei, constantly surrounded by her Theriers. She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the Innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs.
Oh boy.
What happened?
The Mesk state tried to detach itself from Innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity, suggesting those who fight against it are not part of humanity. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Dei often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacentic, mare interregnum. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Dei to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her. This subtle terror is part of her iconography.
Lieutenant Yefreiter, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
It's about time somebody said something.
Why did we tolerate that bourgeoisie woman that long before we shot her?
Yeah.
She introduced us to the idea of public education, retirement, and modern diplomacy. Either way, this church, we shouldn't linger here. This isn't a good place to get lost in.
An imperceptible tinge of fear. The lieutenant is afraid of the church. He does not know why, but he is.
This is Dolores Dei.
Yes, I wasn't sure before, but this must be the Dolorian Church of Humanity in Martinez. It's called the Small Pinewood Church in some records.
You knew of this place?
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Ravachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
What else do you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find the instigator here. Something else, perhaps?
Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of Delorianism? A pang of guilt? The lieutenant is leaving something out.
But do you know why it was abandoned?
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces.
Who conducted this raid?
Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I can't be sure.
How come the lieutenant isn't sure? Is this confidential information?
You're not sure?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
Do we think that we would have been involved in the police raid on this church? You still
I
there?
have no idea. Yeah. I have no idea.
How do you feel?
Trying to. What do you mean?
We won't be able to know for sure if Harry was involved because he has no memory of anything happened before day 1 of the investigation. Do you think he could have, though?
And only how many people has he killed? Like 3 or 2?
2 in 18 years.
I mean, the fact that he killed at least one person means it is possible he could have been here, but yeah, it is possible he could have been here, yeah.
I guess I could have been here.
I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. It was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything about it, why it was conducted or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
A very, very skilled thespian would detect a touch of drama when he says he doesn't know why it was conducted.
You're leaving something out.
I assure you I'm not.
Stonewalling. Good technique.
If I was here, I should find out what I was doing.
Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
Kim? Are you a follower of DeLoreanism?
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin.
I didn't think you were spiritual.
It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The DeLorean system does not demand faith, only accordance.
So here's the thing. Doesn't look like there's anybody in here. So what the fuck were those people seeing?
A machine stands
You still have to
in the
investigate.
corner, watched over by
Yeah.
the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
A radio computer. And it's turned on.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should probably let it be. It's becoming clear that there's no trace of the suspect anywhere inside the church.
What is
What
this
is it?
strange thing?
A radio computer. We have one down at the station. No, I don't know how to operate it or what it's used for. Let's go.
This is the Ream Prefect radio computer, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream
If
compatible.
we know what it is, I
internet
guess we
printer.
can interface with it.
The Ream Prefect is the governmental version of the commonly used Ream Civic model. Although mostly based on the same technology, the Ream Prefect is equipped with better noise attenuation circuits.
Wait, let me investigate it.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look inside the compartments.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. This is the machine's filament memory. Press play to access its contents. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Oh no, it was already glowing and now it's also making a sound? It's probably some alien CO-like technology. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat, is this the personal log?
This is a human interface. A retired person sitting behind a switchboard somewhere.
What's the personal log?
The filament you have inserted into the core.
You mean that glowing thing with the tape on it that said log February to March?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Is this the personal log?
I don't know, maybe?
If you are unsure, could you please take a look?
How do I do that?
Open the hatch on the compartment. Don't touch the wires. A current is running through it, but the core is safe. There's a filament inside. I need to know what it's called.
It just says log February to March and nothing else.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do.
Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Thanks, but I'm finished with this call.
Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated,
Print.
revealing fluorescent play and print
Let's-
buttons.
Let's hold off for now and see if we can find some passwords. That's money.
Shoes.
These shoes give us empathy.
If only that's how they worked in real life.
Nausea-inducing hell glasses. No, why are you walking over there? Just go this way. Why'd you want to go all the way around, Harry?
Look, he's lucky he's even able to breathe right now.
Oh. Something here.
Pants.
It
Coat.
could be pants.
Scarf.
It's a scarf.
Mesk, banger, scarf.
It's a scarf that gives
Our
pain
shoes had a
threshold.
Our shoes had a similar name to them.
Oh, this looks perfect.
Yeah, you look even more drunk.
This looks beautiful.
Yeah, man, I'm the party dragon. That's why I'm wearing a silk robe.
Is there anything else to investigate here?
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums, it seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. Sounds like the Pale.
I don't know what the Pale sounds like.
From recordings of the Far Pale. You've heard them. We all have. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Stomp your feet and clap your hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps.
It's like those
after
shitty
which
music
silence
from the
feels even
2010s.
more total.
Slide to the
Shout.
left. Slide
No,
to
no,
the
no.
right.
No, it's shout, clap, hey is what I'm talking about.
Oh. Yell as loud as
One
you
of the-
can.
One of the
Your
worst
voice is
styles of
barely
music ever
audible.
introduced on the world.
Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers. It's unnerving.
Kim? What's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing, and it's beginning to worry me.
The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is. Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing.
What if
On
it's
its
something
premises.
paranatural?
Please, detective, not this again.
He's tried to act dismissive, but at this particular moment, he's more open than usual to the idea of paranatural
Look up
phenomena.
into that barrel tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then
Uh-oh.
disappear completely in the darkness of the tower.
I heard there's 2 gargoyles on the roof.
Huh.
Good luck with that.
This is awesome.
It's like
This is
there's
so
something
slow.
moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the
Oh,
tower,
shit.
and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
Follow the shadow
Like-
movement.
It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
Is this Crabman?
Officer, is there something up there?
Oh no, you've lost sight of it. Where did it go? Prepare for an attack.
On the
Yes,
ceiling?
the darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away. It's climbing. Climbing down, holding on the beams.
Blink.
Oh, shit.
You
Oh!
see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you
Diablo.
with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
It's a vampire.
Looks like it.
Is that a man? A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently. The crab man.
Maybe you stole his scarf and shoes.
Are you the crab man?
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry. Everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in Jamrock. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Revachol.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
Yeah, I guess I have a bit of a problem. It's being out of hand lately, but...
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
I'm actually here on behalf of some young people looking to establish a nightclub.
I know it's hard to admit that you have a problem. I was like you once. Couldn't take an honest look at the damage Albino was doing to my mind and my spirit.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Fuck off, Kim.
If the lieutenant
I mean, you do
agrees,
drink a lot.
then maybe, just maybe, you should pay attention. Look at these crazies. What is this? A fucking intervention?
Apparently.
Fuck you,
You need
crapman!
one, Harry.
You don't tell us what to do! Tell him!
You know, for some reason, I feel like you have a point here.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
Think about Wasteland of Reality. It has brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic. And that it's a sickness. And it's killing you. You're crawling on your knees through life. Your booze-filled belly dragging on the ground. Your brain now fuzzy, now in overdrive. Your hair sticking together with today's cold sweat and yesterday's vomit. Perhaps they're right. Anything is better than this, even bone dry reality itself. Maybe you can quit. I'll think about it. For the next 20 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game?
I love the game's writing sometimes, man. It's so good.
Yes.
Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways. 'Tis not an act, my liege, save him perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
Do you know where the other spooker is?
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Viaita is grandma?
Wait, so there is another person leaving this church, and it's Vieja?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
Wait, what if it's Ruby?
Did it ever seem to you like she was hiding here from something?
You mean like a fugitive? No, man. Quite the opposite. I don't think she cared much about authority or anything else for that matter. Maybe only about her machines.
I see. And where is she now?
I told you, Holmes. I don't know.
How can you not know when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you got nothing else telling me? How she looks, what she does, who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
Have you heard the Viejita say the password to her computer?
too many times, Essay. You need it for something.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
I'm doing a survey of passwords and passcodes, identifying regional trends, and just in interest of public safety, of course.
Don't sweat it, Vato. The password is afterlife death.
That is true. But what comes after death?
What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
Are you the crab man?
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
To be fair, it's more like a spider.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there?
Wait, did you also carve all those sculptures?
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
All right, let's consider the context and meaning here.
Let's see what you've done there. It's as if these figures are trying to become one with the church, or perhaps with the mother herself.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
What were you before you became a crabman and woodcarver?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
I lost my memory too. But I like it. It's like I get to create a whole new me, start again from scratch.
That's not really the point, I say. You gotta give yourself over to service. Service of the mother, that is.
Do you remember your name, sir?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information. He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation.
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
My name's Harry.
No. Two.
Are we? I thought you were gonna. I thought you were done with it, Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
No, I just wanted you to be aware that that was there.
No, I didn't see it. I saw it. Actually, let's do this one since we have the full name now. My name's Harrier Dubois, and my place in this role is Lieutenant W. Freighter.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
This silence, this mother of silence, you mean her?
No. There's a new god in town, and she can be painted or sculpted because she has no limb or even a face. She is the end. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
His adoration is beyond sexual. This cavity is something that no human form has.
What happened when you drink from this perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
Are these yours?
I think they were. A long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
They'd only stop him from climbing. They look pretty dapper, actually.
How'd you even find this place? This church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me.
I think it's actually Yahweh. That's how you pronounce that.
Does it mean he witnessed the police raid?
I understand what you're doing here in the church.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
You should sing for me, Superstar Cop.
I ain't from no Marietti, if that's what you're thinking. And the song I sing is silent as the mother.
Marietti is a mesque style of music and dance, commonly seen at all manner of festivities, especially weddings. It's delightfully quaint, owing to its peasant origins. He lost his cool there for a moment. Seems you hit some nerve.
Shouldn't you switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
A lot of born-again Christians go through this exact same process. Especially if they're former drug users.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you, to his very own self.
Faith's a kind of drug.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
Let's agree disagree.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
Do you see the police raid took place here?
Something like that.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Could it be that he just doesn't want to discuss a police raid with another police officer? It looks like he truly doesn't remember. There's a vagueness to his sense of time.
Some ravers want to turn space into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside? Right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
Do they have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore.
Though he used to, a long time ago.
So what do you think about this nightclub, that is?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Okay, then.
I think we're done here, Essay.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure whether we'll find our suspect here.
I don't think we'll find her here.
To the computer.